yoga. Okay, so Purusha means enjoyer, and Uttama, the supreme enjoyer. Who is that? Okay, let me start. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshunimitameena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnaprishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swamina Namane. Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunivati Paschatya Deshadharini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. Okay, Karthik Prabhu, you can start the recording. And my screen is visible now, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, okay. So let us start with this Purushottam Yoga, okay? So Purusha Uttama. Purusha means enjoyer. And Uttama, who's the topmost enjoyer? We've learned the speech formula now. So in that we have learned like who's the topmost enjoyer? RR Trika, you know? Who's the enjoyer?
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Who's the enjoyer, RR Trika?
Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Krishna
Yes.
is the supreme controller. Krishna is the
Yes.
supreme well-wishing friend.
Very good. Yes, this is the peace formula. If all of this, all of the people in the world know this formula, then they will not fight. They will not fight for land or property or anything. They will all be peaceful because we are not the enjoyer. We know that the supreme enjoyer is Krishna. Yoga means connecting to God. So Purushottama Yoga, the topmost person, that is Krishna, the yoga of the supreme person. So this is Srila Prabhupada. So tomorrow is his disappearance day. Srila Prabhupada, who was a founder Acharya of ISKCON. So I'll talk some a little bit pastimes of Srila Prabhupada. It's very interesting. Okay, there's a book called Leelamrita. It's full of Srila Prabhupada's life story. And it's tomorrow is his disappearance day. It's so special to disappear. We also call them disappearance, not death or something, because they are also spiritual body. Okay, so they are like the topmost devotees of Krishna, pure devotees. And just by seeing them, we can become devotee. That is a pure devotee. So that was his disappearance day yesterday, and it's Kartik month, so special his disappearance, and he left his body in Vrindavan, so that's very special. Okay, he will go back to Krishna, that's for sure. Okay, so for quick recap, yesterday we learned something, right? What are the three modes of material nature? Just the name. Samanvita. What are the three modes of material nature? You know? You remember? Ashrita. What are the three modes? Just the name. Just tell me the name.
Goodness, passion, and ignorance.
Very good. Yes, goodness, passion, and ignorance. That is sattva gun, rajogun, and tamagun, right? Okay. So, which guna is above the three modes? There is something above the three modes, right? Yesterday we were talking. You remember? Who will tell me? Ananya. Which is that mode which is above these three modes? You remember? Charvi, which is the mode?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Which is that mode which is above?
Mataji, that is the Shuddha Sattva Guna, that is the above the three modes. The
Shuddha
Sattva
Sattva
Guna,
Guna,
the
that is
Rajo
pure
Guna, and
good.
Tamo Guna. That is the
Yes.
Shuddha Sattva.
Yeah, Shuddha Sattva or pure goodness, right? So that is above the three modes, okay? And how can we attain that Shuddha Sattva? Yesterday we were talking. How can we attain that, Niranjan? The Shuddha Sattva?
Mataji, we should chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra and even the Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda sloka.
Yeah, 16 rounds, Niranjan, 16 rounds is for adults, okay? For kids, one round is also like best, the very good. Because at this age, one round is also a great thing which you can do, okay? So slowly you can come up. Only adults are, it's very compulsory, Prabhupada. For children, it is like one round or two rounds or whatever you can. That is, you can do, okay? Not necessary 16 rounds. Because we will chant 16 rounds and our mind is so polluted. You are like very young and you're very innocent. So once you call Krishna's name, he will hear it. So even once you chant or 108 times, that's best. Okay. So anytime, it's not necessary 16 times, anytime. Okay. So what is that Gigo concept I yesterday told? No, Gigo. Dhriti, you remember? Gigo. Something I told. What is the full form? Gigo. Sai Ganesh, you remember? Gigo.
Yes, Mataji.
What is it?
Garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah. Or another thing is good in,
Good in, good out.
out. Yeah, so that means we should hear good things, then good things will come as words. If we hear bad things, garbage only will come out, right? So that's why we should always hear Krishna's name, chant his name, or read Bhagavad Gita, right? That is the Gigo concept. And why is animal killing sinful? Yesterday I was telling about animal killing. You remember? Aditya, you remember? Why?
In your next Janma, you will become that animal you have killed.
Yeah, and then we can be killed by that person, right? That
Yeah.
atma. So this is why, because it's karma.
Karma.
Yeah, very good. It's karma coming back. And what happens because we are killing that soul, next janma, that karma is there. That is because we did a sin, that next karma, next janma, that soul can kill us. So that's why we won't be able to come out of this birth death cycle. We won't get moksha or mukti if we do animal killing. That's why it is called sinful. Now, okay, this was just a recap, okay, of yesterday's chapter. Now 15.1, it's very important chapter, and urdha mola madashaka sloka. Okay, so we will see how this material world is about. Okay, Didipya, can you read this?
Yes, Mataji. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "It is said that there is an impersonable banyan tree that has its roots upward and its branches down, and whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas."
Yes, so very good. So it is said that there is an imperishable banyan tree. See, you would have seen the banyan tree, no? You, all of you. Yeah, and when you go near the river or pond, you can see the reflection, right? So there is reflection. So in the reflection, what you can see to the top? So normally the trees are, how is the trees? Anjali, how is the tree normally? Where is the root? Where is the branch? Normally.
Actually, we can't see anything, Mataji. All the trees.
Yeah, the banyan tree, the roots you can't see because it is all twisted and gone.
Mataji.
But the roots are down, right? And the branches are above.
Mataji.
But what about in reflection, Anjali? In the reflection of water, what do you see in the
opposite.
top? Yeah, that means the root is above, right?
Ulta pulta.
Ulta pultas, yes. So this is the material world. Very nice word, ulta pulta. So that means everything is ulta in this material world. It's just a reflection of the spiritual world. I told you about Golok Vrindavan, right? Where Krishna is enjoying with his friends, and there is everything there, right? Happiness and all. Same Golok Vrindavan means spiritual world is reflected here in upside down. Ulta pulta means everything is ulta here. There is happiness there. Here there is sadness. There is no true happiness here. I'll tell you the difference. And it is also said that if we know this, you become the knower of Vedas. So instead of studying the Vedas are mainly you're studying to know God. Okay. So Vedesha Sarvam Ahameva Vedyam. That is coming in this chapter's 15th sloka. So this world is like this, upside down. Okay. It's a reflection. Nothing is permanent here. Nothing is real here. Now, this is the difference between spiritual world and material world. This you should know. Okay, you can take a screenshot and you should know this, the difference. Now, Rojaline, can you read? So what happens in spiritual world, Rojaline? It is?
Spiritual world permanent.
It is permanent, eternal. Okay, and Rojaline, it cannot be destroyed. It is permanent. What about material world?
It is real but temporary.
Yeah, it is real because some people say that Jagan Mithya. No, it's not like that. This world is real. It is real because it was created by Krishna. But it is temporary. Okay, that means what, Rojalyn? Temporary means it doesn't stay for long, no?
Yeah.
Anything
It's
temporary
not
means,
regular.
yeah, for some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not regular and permanent, but spiritual world is permanent. What about love in spiritual world, Rojalyn?
It is true love.
You can read this. True love, and the material world is
Lust.
lust. Lust means it's not true love, but it's just an desire. Okay, just a lusty desire. That's it. It's not true love. True love is in the spiritual world. And Prabhupada says in material world, your mothers will love you so much, right? So the mother's love for the children, that is also a true love in material world. Okay, but Krishna's love is just your mothers love you, right, Rojalyn? Your mother love you?
Yeah, Mataji.
And that's so much, no? So much she loves you. But imagine, Rosaline, your 10,000 mothers are standing and they are loving you. How much it will be? That much is Krishna's love. Okay. When you're comparing, you can't compare, but Krishna's love is so, so, so much. Okay. That's why it's true love. Yeah. And what about happiness in spiritual world, Rosaline? What is the happiness there?
Happiness.
True happiness.
Everlasting.
That means it doesn't get destroyed. It's always happiness there. What about this world? It is
It is temporary happiness. Short-lived.
short-lived. That means for a few times. Okay, I told yesterday I get a mobile, but the moment the mobile is broken, I become sad. I have a car. The moment the car is broken, I feel sad. So it's short-lived happiness. But in spiritual world, it is true happiness, everlasting. And relationships are true in spiritual world. Okay, and yeah, temporary in material world, and no sadness at all in spiritual world. And material world, only sadness. This is what is this material world called? Dukkha. It's called something, na? Dukkha. Who will tell me? Meghna, you know what is this world called? Manish, what is this world called? Dukkha.
I don't know, Mataji.
Okay, Satvik ji, you know. Sindhu, what is this world called?
I don't know, Mataji.
Because Vaishnavi.
I also don't know, Mataji.
Okay, Priyam. Because you get
Mataji.
you get only sadness in this world, right?
Yeah.
Only sadness. Yeah. Didipia, what is this world called?
This world is called Dukhalayam.
Very good. Dukkha Alayam. That means a place where you get only Dukkha. Okay. You go to a Pustakalaya, you get Pustaka or books. Similarly, you go to Dukkhalaya, you get only sadness. So this world is called Dukkhalayam Ashashvatam. That means it is temporary and it's full of problem. Is there anybody in this whole world who's always happy, who thinks that there is no sadness at all? Is there anybody who's telling that, Dheeraj, do you think that is there somebody who's always happy in this world? No problem at all.
Mataji?
Is there anybody who have no problem at all, Dheeraj, in this world?
Yes, Mataji.
Who is that? Everybody has problem, na, Dheeraj? See this corona also, everybody is getting scared of corona. So if somebody tells that I don't have problem, that means that person is lying. Okay, there is problem because it is Dukkhalayam. You get problems, but yes, you can find happiness in those problems and stay happy and positive. Okay, so there is no sadness in spiritual world, only sadness in material world. And what are the 4 main problems in our life? Sesha, what are the 4 main problems yesterday I told?
Disease, old age, birth, death.
Okay, so the 4 problems are absent in spiritual world. Okay, Shesha? 4 problems are not there in spiritual world. Somebody asked me, will we have disease in spiritual world? No, because the disease is for the material body and we don't have material body in the spiritual world, right? So the disease, old age, death, and the soul doesn't die, soul doesn't take birth, right? So the 4 problems are absent in spiritual world. So you all want to go to spiritual world, right? I want to be there. Yeah, because it's full of happiness. There is true love. It's permanent. And 4 real problems are absent. And you can see here, this is Golok Vrindavan where Radha and Krishna is present. And Guru is taking us. Okay. So we have to cross through so many paths and go there. But we can go there by chanting Hare Krishna. It's easy to go back to Krishna. See, and this cat is telling that this area belongs to me. Or what does the other dog say? No, this area belongs to me. Okay, Makam. So actually, or wherever they are standing, is that place belonging to someone, or is it?
No, Mataji, it's belonging to Krishna.
It doesn't belong to anybody, but they are fighting. Actually, the area belongs to
Mataji, because they don't know the peace formula, that's why they are fighting.
Yes. True. So that means if we also don't know the peace formula and we also start fighting, we are not different from animals, right? Dharme nahi to pashchimin samana. In Bhagavatam it says, if we don't have dharma, we are also like animals. What is the difference? We have 2 legs, they have 4 legs. Because we are the one who have this dharma, we can do dharma, we can know them to neither of them. I told you, no, before my birth, this land where my house is, after my death, the land will be here. So does that land belongs to me really? Okay, should you fight for that? Okay, small fights are not required. And this property belongs to me. That's what he thinks. But we forget the fact that we are here temporarily, right? We are for a short time. We are not here for a long time. Okay, so we are here for a temporary time. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I locked down. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Andita Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Aishwarya Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. I got disconnected. Few seconds. Is it okay now?
Yes, yes.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Sorry, I don't know what happens connected. Okay. So now you can see my screen, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Okay. So this person is telling that this area belongs to him, but actually, does that belong to him? No, it doesn't belong to him. It belongs to God because it neither belongs to him nor his ancestors, right? So it belongs to, it says that it's not belonging to them. The same like that, this person also think this property belongs to him, but actually we are only temporary here, right? I'm spirit soul and I have got this body for a short period of time. Yes, Parthiv. So we have gone through so many lives, Parthiv. How many lives we have gone through our soul? Is this our first life?
84,000 lakh species of life.
84 lakh species. Very good. Yes. So we have gone through 84 lakh species of life, and our soul have got this human form of life. Now we are here in this human form. We are temporary, right? For a short time. So how can we think, oh, this phone belongs to me? That is mine. This is mine. That is not the real identity. Okay. Yes, we are the proprietor for a small period of time, but the owner is somebody else. Okay. See, if you have been in a rented house, okay, Sai Ganesh, if you go to a rent house, the actual owner is somebody else, no, Sai Ganesh?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, so the house actually belongs to a main owner. We are for this short period of time, might be few months, few years, we are using that that house, right? So does
Yes,
it really belongs to us? No.
No, Mataji.
It has a real honor. Like similarly, our body also, we received this body for a short period of time. Krishna gave it. Now our soul is a rented person in this body. Okay, this body is for rent. Now that can get expire anytime. So we should not feel that this belongs to me, this belongs to me. So we won't get attached to it. So what happens? We will be happy. Even if my phone is broken, I'll think, that's okay. That's okay. I'm fine. That's okay. I won't get disturbed too much. Okay. This is why we should understand Bhagavad Gita. And some people think if we call somebody fool, won't they get angry? Won't they get angry, Aditya? If someone is called as fool, will they get angry?
Yes,
Yeah. Why? Why do you think they are getting angry?
because they think that they're getting offended.
Offended. But actually, are we this body?
No.
We are spirit soul, right?
Yes.
So why should he get angry actually? So this is false prestige. Okay, false prestige. He shouldn't have got angry, because if somebody call us bad things, see, when I was in college, okay, when you all grow up, you'll go to college, and there will be some kind of ragging or something will happen. Seniors will come, tease you, okay, tell you to sing songs. I was asked to sing song and dance and all in medical college. It happens, but take it as fun. And instead, if you think that, oh, that person is insulting me, cry over it and all that, that is not the right thing. Especially ragging should not be done, that is offense. But then if somebody offends you, like in school when you go, some children will tease you, oh, look at him, why he's like this, why his hair is like this. Okay, then you should not feel bad, because they are telling about this body. Are we not this body? No, right? In Bhagavad Gita we learned we are spirit soul. So this body is a temporary thing. So you should not feel bad when others offend you. Okay, you should not feel, you get angry when somebody calls you ill words. Why should you see, if a dog is barking at you, will you bark at the dog back? No, right? We don't bark to the dog back. That is that dog's culture, but we should not be like that. Okay, then what is the difference between us and that dog? So we should not be licking this. This is wrong identification. He thinks himself as this body. But see, who is free from false prestige, he thinks, yes, I am a fool who left the abode of Krishna and I'm suffering here, right? So we all from Krishna, we all came from Krishna Loka, right? You remember I told why we fall down, there was some discussion, right? Why we came to this material world, you remember? And we try to enjoy. Jessica, we fall to this material world, no, Jessica?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, from spiritual world we fell down. So, and we are suffering here, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, so we are actually, we are fools only because we thought of enjoying without Krishna, and we have fallen down. So we should not get identified with this body. And some people think that I earn so much money because I'm super talented, right? Some people have this feeling, oh, this, and in Krishna already told, I am the ability in man. If somebody dance well, if somebody sing well, paint well, that means that ability is given by Lord. Okay, we can't be like that. You've seen some small children chanting slokas and everything. Sindhu, did you see small children? They will be singing, chanting some Vedic mantras, like anything. Did you see, Makam? Some will be very talented in drawing.
There will chant Mataji. Third
Yeah.
chapter 1 to 8. Without
Very good.
singing.
Yeah, so how is he getting that talent? God is giving that talent, right? We don't have that ability, but at small age, without even training, some children, they dance so well, they sing so well, they chant slokas so well. We'll be so shocked to hear how many slokas he know, because that ability was given by Krishna, and that soul would have been a devotee in the past life. See, Makam's brother, he's fortunate. He was a Krishna devotee in previous life, so his soul have actually learned those slokas before. And the mind, intelligence, false ego, when the soul leaves the body, our mind, intelligence, false ego also leave subtle body. It will go to the next body. So that's why some people are able to remember their past life. We can't remember. We are not fortunate. Not everyone can remember, but some can remember. So this is all talent is from Krishna. Doesn't think that this is all our talent. No, Krishna says, I am the ability in man. So who is free from illusion? He thinks whatever I have is due to Krishna's mercy. Okay, now I have this phone. I'm able to buy a phone. That is Krishna's mercy. You've seen in Corona, so many children don't have even food to eat, right? You've seen, Pratisha, you've seen in this Diwali day, there was a, this, like some children, they don't have dress, they don't have food to eat. But you're all fortunate, you're so lucky, you're so blessed by Lord that you have your parents, you have a good home, you're sitting in a safe place, no corona, and you are happy. Yeah, so you should be happy in life. You should not complain to parents ki I want big toy, I want big Barbie doll, I want that, I want this. No, be happy with whatever you have, because everything is due to Lord's mercy. Krishna is blessing you. We are not knowing how blessed we are, right? Many are suffering due to corona, but we are safe at home. Why? Because God is taking care of us. So everything is Krishna's mercy. You should see like that. And some people, he thinks it is my wife, my child, my relatives. This is what they think. But is it actually, we told this material world, temporary relationship, right? Manish, so is it actually belonging to him?
No.
Yeah. So actually, we ourselves don't belong to this world, right? We belong to Krishna's world. We came from there. So if he think that this is all his, then he's feeling wrong. But if he thinks my Lord, Krishna is my Lord, that is true because we belong to Krishna. Okay. But other relationships are temporary. Okay. And what else in 15.5? What is Krishna saying?
Mataji, can I?
Yes.
निर्माणमोहाजितसङ्गदोषा आध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकामा द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ता सुखदुःखसन्नैर्गच्छन्त्यमूढा पदमव्ययं तत्.
Very good. Yes. Translation.
Those who are freed from the dualities of happiness and distress and who know how to surrender unto the Supreme Person attain to that eternal kingdom.
Yes. So she sang very beautifully. This one. This is the chantas, that Sanskrit sloka. This has to be sung in a meter, and this is what she sang. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kama dandvair vimukta sugadokka samjne gachandamuda padamavyayam tat. So we should be free from the dualities of happiness and distress. I told you, happiness and distress will keep coming. One day you're happy, next day you're sad. Let it come. But you should not get disturbed. Okay, when something bad happened to you, you should think this is my karma. My karma is coming back. Last Janma, I did something bad. That is coming back. That's okay. And you should not sit and cry, and you should not think that, oh, why I'm like this. No. Okay, you should never feel bad. Krishna is a witness, and whatever bad we have done, it's coming back as distress, papa. And punya, whatever we done, it's coming as happiness. So you should be not disturbed, and you can become surrendered to Krishna. That person will go back to Krishna. You've seen Srila Prabhupada. He was never disturbed. Whatever happens in his life, he's never disturbed. He's always trust Krishna. He have that plan that yes, this is Krishna's plan. He has faith that this is Krishna's plan. Everything will be all right. That's how we should think. Okay, we should not get disturbed in happiness and sadness. Okay, and then what else? How is the spiritual world? How is our spiritual world looking like, Srilekha? Can you read?
संको न पवना निवर्तते तत धाम paramamama.
Okay, translation.
Translation: that supreme above of men is not illuminated by the sun or moon, nor by fire or electricity. Those who reach it never return to this material world.
Yes, very good. So it is said, na tad bhashyade suryo na shashango na pavaka yat katva na nivartande tad dhamam paramam mama. Okay, so if you go to the spiritual world, you don't have to come back because that spiritual world is full of sun and moon. See, if you have sun and moon together, some days you've seen, if it's a full moon day, the sun wouldn't have set, but the moon will come. So both sun and moon are there, and the sky looks so beautiful. You've seen? Okay, and there is no need of light also. So this spiritual world, Krishna Loka, is like that. There is no need of electricity. There is no power cut, no sunset, sunrise. Every time sun is there, moon is there. It is illuminated, self-illuminated, no electricity needed. And whoever reaches there will never come back to this material world. Yat katvana nivartande tadamam paramamma. How can we go to that spiritual world? You've seen here how Krishna is enjoying with his boyfriends, right? He's in the swing and he is so happy. Won't you all want to be like that? Right? Yes, I want to go. So how can we go, Nimra? How can we go to that spiritual world where we'll never come back? Are you there? Satvik ji, you know how can we go? to the
Yes,
spiritual
ma'am.
world? Yes,
Ma'am,
how?
by chanting Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Yes, very good. And once you go back, you won't come back. Why?
Because that's the supreme abode of Krishna, ma'am. We'll be like to home, ma'am.
We are back home. And why should we come back if we actually reach to home, right, Satvik?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, very good. And Satvik, if you are kind of lost from home, like you go to a festival or something, and there's a lot of people, and you left your father's hand and you went somewhere, okay? And somebody comes and tell you, "Oh, Satvik, I know your father. Come, I'll take you back to the father." Won't you go?
Yes, ma'am. I'll go back.
Yeah, and you will be so happy to go back to your father. Similarly, we are all lost. We are all lost in this material world. So the guru comes, okay, and says, I know your father who's Krishna. Come with me. I will take you to Krishna. So won't we go? Yes, we will definitely go. Guru will not be present in front of you as a person, but his books are there, his instructions are there. We can serve a guru in two way, okay? Vani or Vapu. Like we can take the instructions directly from the guru. If the guru is not there in person, we can take his instructions. Whatever in Bhagavad Gita, no, that is said by the guru. So we should follow that. And then we follow that, we'll go to the spiritual world. We won't come back. Yat gatvana nivartande taddhamam paramam mama. Whoever goes there will never return back. Why should we return back? Because, okay, have you heard of Disneyland? Meghna, did you heard about Disneyland? Disney World, what is it? Yeah. So what is there in that? All fun games and so many things, no? Cartoon figures. Yeah. And if you go there, you don't want to come back, no? Because you're so happy there, right? Yeah. Similarly, Krishna Loga is also like that. In Krishna's world, everything is happy. Okay, we don't have to come back. Nobody want to come back. Okay, that's why Krishna is calling us back. You come back. Okay, now this world is like this. Okay, the tree in the spiritual world is upright, but here we have root up. Okay, the root, Brahma is situated there, and the root is in the form of desire. See, some people, if I get a small mobile, I want a bigger mobile. If I get a small toy, I want a bigger toy. Small car, bigger car. This is desires. We want more, 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 never satisfied. But that will hold us back to this material world. We should not have that. We should cut this desire and we have to go back to Krishna. You can see there, no, so beautiful. The river is flowing and the swans and cows, everyone is there. So we want to go to that world, right? And you can see how Krishna is enjoying with his boyfriends. They are all sharing the lunch. You share lunch now when you go to school. Okay, now it's corona, you can't. But yes, so that happiness you get now when you share your food. Yes, I always used to take the tiffin of my best friend. I never eat my mother's food. I take her tiffin. So we enjoy that. We enjoy that relation. Similarly, when you go to Krishna Loga, you can become one of the friends of Krishna and you can play with Krishna. You can have fun with Krishna. You can become a peacock. Not necessary. We are soul. It's not necessary. We need a human body there. There in spiritual world, everyone can talk. Even peacock talks, swan talks, deer talk. Okay, parrots can talk because that is spiritual world. You've seen in cartoon. All this monkeys and even Chota Beam and all, no, that monkey and all, he will talk, no. That is in spiritual world, everybody will talk and you can become like that. See, you can even have fun with Krishna, right? We can go to the forest and play with Krishna. You never have to come back. And also see, here again they are all having lunch together. Balram is here, Krishna is here with yellow dhoti and a flute and a peacock feather, right? His Shyam Sundar form. And everybody thinks Krishna is looking at them. And even the cows and the deers and peacock, they also love Krishna. Okay. And even Krishna and Balram always go with the cows. That's why cow is considered holy. Okay. Go Mata. We call Mata. It's considered as mother. Okay. And then Krishna also says something else. What does Krishna say? Tanishta, can you read?
The living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind.
Oh, I like your screen behind you. That is some Bhagavad Gita, this thing, no? Slide. Very nice. Okay. So Krishna says, Mame Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana Manashastan Indriyani Pragristani Karshati Mame Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Oh Arjuna, you are all my eternal parts. Okay. See my finger. This finger belongs to where? My finger is attached to my Jessica. So this finger is attached to my hand. My finger is attached to my hand, right?
Right. Yes, ma'am.
My hand is attached to my
Body.
body. So my finger is a part of my hand. My hand is a part of my body, right? So similarly, we are also a part of Krishna. If my finger is cut, this finger is cut and it's alone. It can't do anything. This finger can't do anything alone. But if it is attached to the hand, I can eat, I can write. Similarly, if we are attached to Krishna, then we can enjoy life. If we are not, then we can't. So Krishna says, you are all my fragmental part. We are all part and parcel of Krishna, but we are struggling with these senses. Okay, the living entities in this world are eternal fragmental parts of Krishna. And what is the beauty of the parts? My hand will take food and give it to the mouth, and my hand cleans my body. Everything, whatever my body wants, my hand is doing. Similarly, we should serve Krishna. Okay, because we are part and parcel of Krishna. See, I told you this finger is a part of my whole hand. Okay, so if this finger is lost, I can't do anything. I can't even catch a pen. I can't do anything with this. Even thumb, every finger is important, right? But only when the finger is attached to my hand, I have some value. Okay, I told you already, no, if we put lot of zeros and you put one in front of the zero, it has some value. Similarly, if Krishna is with us, or we are attached to Krishna, then our life has value. We get moksha. Okay, we can go back to Krishna. Even drop of water is similar to the ocean, right? Or the drop from the ocean. I already explained this, right? Anjali, what is the taste of the sea water?
They are very salty, Mataji.
And what about the drop of sea water?
Um,
A drop, if you take and you try to taste it, what is the taste?
it is also salty.
Yeah, similarly, we are Krishna's part and parcel. So if Krishna is Satchit Ananda, we are also Satchit Ananda. But like that drop, we are very small. Okay, we are very small, tiny. But Krishna is huge. So in quantity, we are not same as Krishna. But in quality, yes, we are same as Krishna. So that is why there is a philosophy called Achintya Peta Apeta Tattvam. You don't have to go to the details, but just know we are like this fire. See, you can see fire here, right? And the sparks of fire. Did you see that when you burst crackers or something? Swapna, did you see? There'll be small sparks coming out, right? When you burn something. So will that, Sai Ganesh, will that also burn your finger if you keep near the spark?
No, Mataji.
But it will be hot, right?
Yes, Mataji.
And the fire is also hot.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, similarly, Krishna is quality-wise is Satchit Ananda. Sat means eternity. Chit means knowledge. Ananda is happiness. So Krishna is full of Satchit Ananda. Living entity is also same in quality, but not in quantity. Like the sparks. You can see small sparks. We are like that small part. But Krishna is the supreme. Okay, that's why Krishna says, Mamevamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Okay. And then this is a very great sloka, and you should memorize this sloka. Okay, this is an important sloka. Please memorize this 15.15. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto matta smriti jnanamapohanam cha vedaishya sarva mahameva vedyo vedanta kritveda videva chaham. I'll tell once more. This is the tune to study the sloka. Sarvasya chaham. Just see the screen, okay? And you also try repeating there. I won't be unmuting you, but please repeat at your home. Okay, sing with me. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto matta smriti jnanam apohanam cha Vedaischa sarvam ahameva vedyo Vedanta krit veda videva chaham. Who can recite this? There are very good reciters in our class. Didipya, can you try?
Yes, Mataji, I'll try.
Yeah.
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तः स्मृति ज्ञानवान् अपहृतो च वेदैश्च सर्वान् अहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृति वेदविद् एव चाहम्.
Very nice. Sindhu, can you try?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तः स्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृत् वेदविद् एव चाहम्.
Very
Mataji, I am learning important slokas.
Very good. Yes, all should learn like Sindhu. Okay, she's also learning. Didipya learns. Makam knows. Charvi knows. Many people know slokas. Very nice. Yes. But today also somebody chanted, no? Sharvani. Yeah, many people know slokas. Very nice. You should learn slokas. Okay, this is very important. Slokas is important because slokas are not different from Krishna. But you should know the meaning. That is also important. What does he say? What does he say in this sloka? Samanvita, can you read? Translation: I am seated in Aratrika.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna
Read the
Mataji.
translation.
I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas.
So, Aratrika, what are the Vedas? Samaveda, Yajurveda, Rig Veda. You remember? All these Vedas
Yes,
we have,
Mataji.
right? Yeah. So, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharva Veda, Rig Veda. So, what is Krishna saying? Out of all the Vedas, I am to be known. Okay. See, we are in Kali Yuga and we don't have time to learn all the Vedas, right? It's very difficult also. It's full of Sanskrit. It takes lot of time. We can't even learn Bhagavad Gita slokas, which is simple Sanskrit. Forget about Vedas. All the 4 Vedas, so much to study. It's not easy. But Krishna is saying, if you want to study a Veda, you can study Gita Upanishad, which is also an Upanishad, Gita, Bhagavatam and all. And what is the purpose of studying Veda? To know Krishna. Okay, when some people came to Prabhupada and told, we know Veda, we know that, this and all, Prabhupada told, okay, who is God? And they could not answer. But a small girl answered that God is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. And if a small girl, like children's, all of you, 92 people are there, you all know that Krishna is the Supreme Person. So what is the use of studying Veda? Now you all know that Krishna says, by all the Vedas, I am to be known. Vedaischa sarvam ahameva vedyo. Arjuna, by studying the Vedas, I am to be known. So if you know Krishna by studying Bhagavad Gita, then you can try. I'm not stopping the study of Vedas. Okay, some people told, why are you against Vedas? I'm not against Vedas, but it's not possible to study all these Vedas in this short life, right? So instead of studying the Vedas, if you can understand Krishna through an easy way, then take that way. And Krishna also says, Sarvasya chaham hiriti sannivishto. Oh Arjuna, I am present in everyone's heart. How is Krishna present in our heart? Who will tell me? How is Krishna present in our heart as Priyam?
Paramatma.
Paramatma. And what is the feature? How many?
400 form.
400 form. Very nice. Yes. So Krishna is present in our heart as the 400 Paramatma feature. Okay. So Krishna is saying, we are not making it up. Okay. Krishna is saying, somebody asked me yesterday, how can we know Krishna is present? Yes, Krishna is in our heart as Paramatma. He's seeing everything. He's seeing all these children are coming for Bhagavad Gita class. They're trying to understand me. So Krishna will give his mercy. And you can also recite slokas. Okay. So today what we'll do is, okay, I'll try to chant one line and I'll give a break. Then you all can chant. Okay, please unmute. सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो तथा स्मृतिर्जनम
I was telling to chant the sloka, not Hare Krishna mantra.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Amar,
Ram Hare Hare.
I was telling to chant the sloka, not chant the Hare Krishna mantra. That's okay. Yeah. So better what I'll do is I can unmute some people and I'm not unmuting the whole class. Okay. Yes. So Satvik ji, Tanishta, please sing along with me. Okay. I will sing and then after that you can sing. Okay. सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो
मत्त स्मृति ज्ञानम् अपोहनं च
मत्थ स्मृतिच्छा अपोहनं स्मृतिच्छा
वेदैश्च सर्वमहमेव वेद्यो
वेदस्य सर्वम् अहं वेद्यो
वेदान्तकृत् वेदविदेव चाहम्
वेदान्तकृद्वेद वेदविदेव चाहम्.
Yes, that's okay. So we can learn tomorrow. How you can learn is you split these words, okay? Sarvasya chaham. You learn that. Sarvasya chaham. Hridi sannivishto. Hridi sannivishto. Matta smriti jnanam apohanam cha. Vedaishcha sarvam. Vedaishcha sarvam. Ahameva vedyo. Vedanta krit veda videva chaham. A little difficult, but if you keep on reciting, then you can get it. I will put the voice message, okay, in the group. I always forget. Nandita Madaji reminds me. Okay, so Krishna is present in everyone's heart. Okay, everyone's heart means only human beings. Is it only human beings' heart? Krishna is present. Swapna, is Krishna present only in her heart? Sonit, is he present only in humans' heart?
No, Krishna is present in all animals and
All living beings. Yes. So he is present in all living beings, right? Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishtam. And out of Vedas, who is to be known? Krishna is to be known. So this is the important sloka which says, out of all these Vedas, see, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda, out of all these Vedas, what is the use of the studying Vedas? To know Krishna. So if you study Vedas and not know Krishna, then it's not use. But if you're studying Veda to know Krishna, then yes, it's good. Okay. And what is the use of studying Veda? See, like this, we can see that everybody has Krishna in their heart. Even an elephant, a dog, a cow, a brahmana, chandala, everyone have Krishna in their heart. Then we can see everyone equally. Okay. So this is the importance of and we should have focus. Okay. You remember the story? Dronacharya used to train everyone, right? The Kauravas, Pandavas, everyone were trained by Dronacharya. Okay, so when Pandavas all were trained, Dronacharya one day, what did he tell? Okay, you shoot the bird on the tree. Okay, the eye of the bird. And everyone came forward. Duryodhana, all the Kauravas. Dronacharya asked, what can you see? They told they can see the tree, everything. But then only Arjuna told, I could see only the eye of the bird. That is Arjuna's focus. And Arjuna, okay, then Dronacharya was so surprised. Yes, Dronacharya loved Arjuna because he's the best among the Pandavas. He's a very good Kshatriya. And he told, I could see only the eye. Similarly, your focus should be the same. And see, Arjuna, by just looking the water, the reflection, he shot the parrot, okay, into the eye of the parrot. That sharp Arjuna is. Okay, this is how we should not miss our focus. If you are studying, you should sit and study well. You should think, okay, from this time to this time, I'll only study. I won't think of anything else. And you should train your mind and put your focus fully into the study. When you're reading Bhagavad Gita, you should think, I'm reading only Bhagavad Gita. When you're watching TV, you watch only TV. See, you should be focused on what you're doing, not like multi-focused and losing the track. So don't miss the focus. Who's the focus? Krishna. Okay, so Krishna is the focus and we should not miss the focus. Okay, Krishna is our focus. By studying Vedas, you should not miss the focus. And what does Krishna says in 15.19? Srilekha, can you read?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality Godhead without doubting is the knower of everything. He therefore engaged himself in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharata.
So it is said that whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting, we should not doubt Krishna. Without doubting, if we know that Krishna is the Supreme, then, and if we do devotional service to Krishna, okay, then we will go back to Krishna. So what is devotional service, Suhas? What is devotional service?
Mataji, serving Krishna, chanting Hare Krishna mantra.
Yes, by chanting
Peace formula.
Yes, by chanting Hare Krishna, by reading Bhagavad Gita, right? So you should not doubt. Okay, this is the thing. Some people were having a lot of confusion. What is the color of Krishna? Why Krishna is blue? Why he has a flute? Why peacock feather, not any other feather? Did this actually happen? Is this right? Without God, without Krishna Shastra, but we should not know. Krishna is only telling, whoever knows me as a Supreme Personal Godhead without doubting. Okay, we can have little doubts about soul and all things, but we should not doubt Lord. If we doubt Lord, then we won't be able to go back to Krishna. Okay, whoever is jealous, envious, and doubtful of Krishna can never go back to Krishna. Okay, so this is the thing. And by chanting Hare Krishna, we can go back to Krishna, right? So this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the perfect solution for Kali Yuga, right? And can you all chant? Please unmute and chant.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Very good. Yes. So Hare Krishna Mahamantra is prescribed in the Kali Yuga, and if we do that, we can understand Krishna. Okay. So Prabhupada's guru's guru was illiterate. He don't even know how to write his name, Gaura Kishoridas Babaji. So he didn't even know how to write his name, but he used to always chant Krishna's name. And by chanting Krishna's name, he started knowing about Krishna, about the Shastras. So that doesn't mean you should be illiterate. They are all pure devotees. They can be. But if we chant Hare Krishna, then everything will reveal to us. Okay, as we read books, as we read Bhagavad Gita, Krishna will make us understand new things. Every day when we open Bhagavad Gita, there is new things. I'm like, how didn't see this last time when I read? Every time it's new realization. That is Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so Krishna will reveal to you. Okay, when you start sincerely try to know about Krishna, Krishna will help you from within. Okay, you know the story now about Narad Muni. Narad Muni was the son of Brahma and he was a devotee. He got a veena from Krishna. You remember that day I showed some video like about Narad Muni's story, and he was got instruction from Brahma that you should get married, and Brahma denied it, and he got cursed to become a Gandharva. You remember? And he was dancing in Gandharva Loka. He was singing and he got missed the beat. And what happened? He was born as a Shudra son. Okay, Narad Muni was born as Upabhadhana, sang for the demigods, and one day he missed his rhythm because of illusion. And demigods cursed Narada to become a Shudra son. I've already showed this. And how Narad Muni started serving, no? The Munis came at home and Narad Muni served them, gave vegetables and fruits, and being born as a maid son. Maids means servant, okay? Narad Muni got the opportunity to serve the Vaishnavas in Chaturmas. Chaturmas means the 4 months. Chatur means 4. And that is the time, rainy season. These Munis won't go anywhere. They'll settle someplace. And because of unalloyed love for Lord, he was reborn as Narad Muni, and he sang the glories of Lord. Yesterday I was telling no how Valmiki became, Ratnagar became Valmiki. Not only Valmiki. Somebody asked why only Valmiki. Narad Muni served as a guru to Prahlad, Dhruv Maharaj, Vyasadev, and many people, Mrigari, everyone. Because that is the duty of a pure devotee. See, Srila Prabhupada, he didn't have to give this Bhagavad Gita or do anything, but he wanted to change the whole world to Krishna conscious. So you should never doubt the Shastras and never ever doubt God, okay? So that we should not do it. Then only we can be happy. We can chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Reena Mataji, are you there? Can you share that video which I shared, Mataji? Can you share it? Is it possible? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Which video, Mataji?
Just see the WhatsApp, Mataji. I've just sent a link. Can you on that in the YouTube and please share it? Just see that video. Very nice. The Hare Krishna kids have done that, and I thought you were seen. I was busy. Okay, sorry for not informing. Okay, and before leaving, don't leave. I just want to know that you all have started your class now. School is open. No, right? When will it open, Satvik?
Ma'am, they said it will open next year.
Oh, so this year they're not opening. Only Zoom classes, no?
Yes, ma'am. For me, it's like WhatsApp classes.
Yeah. What about Sai Pravalika?
Mataji, as per the government, our schools will go.
When it will open? Like you have to go to the school?
Maybe December 2nd. Ours is
that's what I
school,
heard.
but my principal ma'am will go as through the government rules.
You are going? You are going?
No, December 2nd maybe.
December 2nd you will be going?
No, but the news is saying Minister of Education.
Yeah, because December we'll be starting the new batch, next batch. So you recommend to your friends, okay? So I think we won't make it 5 o'clock that time. We will make little late, because if they are going to school, if the school is open, then you all will be busy, and whoever is interested, they can join, might be around 7:30 or something. Okay, just see this video where the children of ISKCON, they are chanting the 15th chapter. Okay. Is it slow, Mataji? My net is also slow.
Yeah, it is slow actually.
Mataji, should we record this also? It's fine.
Stop, Prabhuji.
We can stop, Mataji.
One second. If you can get this recording, that is nice, because this is the
Yes, Mataji. Sure, Mataji.
But if it's like that, Karthik Prabhu, do you have data? Then I can share it to you. I thought.
What is it, Mataji?
Yeah, I'll just share it because Reena Mataji is taking, she's having network issue. Okay, so anybody has a question, and we can, Nandita Mataji, please open the chat. And yeah, Karthik Prabhu, can you try to play if possible? I've sent a link.
Yes, Mataji.
You can share. Sorry. Yeah. So yes, what is the question now, Makam? Just see this video and you can leave. Okay. So Makam, you have a question?
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji,
actually my mother told me, if while bathing, if we will sing, if we will talk, Varun Dev will take off our power, and while eating, if we will talk, Amraj will decrease our Ayush. It says, Mataji, is it real?
While eating, we should not talk. That is normal. Like because it should not affect our this thing, swallowing. It should not go to our larynx and lungs and all. While taking bath also, like you can chant the Hare Krishna mantra. That is not a sin. Varunadeva will be happy if you glorify Krishna. Okay. Prabhu
एसिड फेंक दिया था, एसिड तो पूरा शरीर.
Krishna, we the students of Narasimha Institute of Children's Education are now going to recite 15th chapter from Bhagavad Gita, Purushottama Yoga. पंचदशोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवान् उवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलं मदशाकम् अश्वत्थां प्रहूरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्त्वं वेद स वेदवेत् अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रसरतस्तस्य शाखा गुणा प्रवर्धा विषया प्रवाला अधश्च मूलानि अनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके न रूपमस्येह ततो फलाप्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थामयेनं सुविरुद्धमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन चित्वा तथा पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूया तं एव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यथा प्रवर्ति प्रसरता पुराणी निर्माणमोहाजितसङ्गदोषा अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकामा द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ता सुखदुःखसंज्ञे गच्छन्ति यमूढपदमाव्ययं तत् न तद्भाषयते सूर्यो न शशाङ्को न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम ममैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूता सनातनः मनःशस्त्राणि इन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिसानि कर्षति शरीरं यद्वाप्नोति यच्चाप्युत्क्रमतीश्वरः ग्रहीवैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धनैवासयात् श्रोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं ग्रहणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते उत्कर्मान्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं बहुनान्वितं विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः यथान्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्ति आत्मनि अवस्थितं यथान्तो योगितात्मानो नैनं पश्यन्ति अचेतसः यदादित्यागतं तेजो जगद्भाषयतेऽखिलं यच्छन्द्रमासि यच्छाग्नौ तत्तेजो विधिमामकं गामाविश्य च भूतानि धरायामि अहं मोजसा पुष्णामि चौषधी सर्वा सोमभूत्वा रसात्मकः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणपानसंयुक्ता पचामि अन्नं चतुर्विधं सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टौ मत्तः स्मृतिर्ज्ञान अपोहनश्च वेदैश्च सर्वे अहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविद्येव चाहं द्वाविमौ पुरुषौ लोके क्षराश्चाक्षर एव च क्षरा सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थ्वक्षर उच्यते उत्तमा पुरुषास्त्वन्या परमात्मेति उदारतः यो लोकत्रयं आविश्य बिभरति अव्यय ईश्वरः यस्माक्षरं मतीतोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रतीता पुरुषोत्तमः यो मामेवम् असौ मूढो जानति पुरुषोत्तमां सा सर्वा विद्भजति मां
सर्वभावेन भारत इति गुह्यात्मं शास्त्रम् इदं युक्तं मया नघः एतद् बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृतश्च भारत ॐ तत्सत् इति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासूपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे पुरुषोत्तमयोगो नाम पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा।
Very good. So that was some ISKCON students, ISKCON children were chanting the 15th chapter. That is important. We chant in the Kartik month. Okay. That's why this chapter is important. Okay. So
You can
this,
stop recording, Mataji.
yes, you can stop. You want to take it in the main room only.